Alright, so I haven't made videos in so long. Like I used to make them all the time. It used to just be, every day I'd plunk down, make a video. I'm trying to grow my bangs out, y'all. It's different. Aggravating. If I put my bangs down, it'll look like my face is disappearing. It's being eaten up by hair. Anyway, I don't know. Life is humorous because I choose to see it that way, and life is kind of odd, but it's entertaining. And I'm into all kinds of things now that I don't feel free to just talk about here. I have been, let's see, how can if you really dug around and looked at my favorites and my playlists or watch lists or whatever they call them here, playlists, you see that I have quite an interest in uh, cannabis cultivation. And I know a whole lot. And I'm friends with quite a few people that know even more than I know. I'm gearing up for there to be legalization. I'm not sure if we're going to get the right to grow in with our laws or not. I don't know. It looks like for sure we're going to get medical this year. The group that has been trying to get that for us has been working very hard for very many years on that. It's the key word is compassion, and I know that word is used a lot with various cannabis groups and medical, especially medical cannabis, compassion, and that is kind of what it's all about. Even if you don't think you're ever going to use it, you may know somebody or love somebody very much whose life will be made very much better with it. So consider it that way. It's an option that everyone should have available to them if it's something that will help them. I would like to eventually actually be growing and be I don't know, maybe selling small plants for other people to grow, something like that. I like making clones, and my mother has taught me well from her many plants over the years, and I've been studying it, and that's something I might be able to get into. For sure, I would be a benefit at any dispensary once we get them here, or if I get moved to a state with more liberal laws. We'll see. Anyway, that's something, not just cultivation, but I've been learning all aspects of the plant, everything from how to identify the gender of the seed, from that to, all the way to drying and curing and then making other medical products or, um, recreational or whatever. I know how to do a lot of stuff now, in theory anyway. So, luckily, the internet has brought me people from all over the world, everything from someone who works at one of the big seed banks in Amsterdam, who I'm now on friendly terms with, to professional growers in legal states and people that make extracts and waxes and just the whole thing. It's been a fascinating journey. It's been something for me to obsess over and fill my head with for several years now. So, it's not illegal to have knowledge, thankfully. So that's been one of my obsessions. Y'all know I'm always sort of obsessed with something or another. Um, I don't know. What else has been going on? My Uncle Bill passed away right after Christmas, and that sucked. It was a bummer. He was not in the best of health, but he was always a very strong personality, and it's just kind of hard to imagine him dead. Some people are kind of meek and quiet and have a very mild personality, and when they die, they're missed and grieved for, but it's just kind of more of a, you know, but then people with strong personalities, when they die, it's more like bam, to just suddenly be without that strong presence. I didn't get to see him real often, but I had been getting to see him maybe once a year or so, and in recent years we had kind of become buddies. And I used to be very intimidated by him. He was a very tall man, heavy set, with a big voice and no nonsense attitude, and he had spent some time in Mexican prison. He had had kind of he'd been a rough character in his youth, And then he found the Lord and he mellowed out and had a bunch of kids and did that whole thing. So yeah, he's missed for sure. So had that happen. And so there's been some other changes in the family. Nothing too unexpected. Just babies get born, old folks get to where they can't take care of themselves anymore, and things have to change. And I don't know, it's family stuff. You all know how it is. But luckily, come from a good family, and everybody loves each other, and we take care of each other, and um, so it's okay. Uh, Still living in the same place, but I expect to be moving soon to someplace much better. And I love my actual building. Like the actual place is really cool. It's old and it's a little funky and it's roomy, and I like it for that. It's just in a really bad setting. As you know, I have talked to you about situation with crazy neighbors and drug addict neighbors. Oh, there goes a stripy kitty. I'm glad Mambo didn't see that. He would have burst through the screen. Um, I have my bedroom window open right there. Anyway, yeah, life has been interesting. The last year I've lost a lot of people that I love, but they were unhealthy for me because of lying and taking advantage of me and whatever. Things got funky and bad, and I had to. So there was a few people that had been toxic for me for a really long time already. I just am a softie, and I tend to let people back into my life and forgive them, and I just want to remember and concentrate on the really awesome things about them. But there's a point at which it becomes fool me thrice, shame on you. Fool me for the umpteenth time, shame on me. And so they needed to go. And that's been sad because it's left a bit of a void in my life. It's a void I don't want filled by them again. But, I miss some friends. I miss having people to kind of count on and talk to every day. But when half the talk is lies, that has to end. So, um, I think I'm gonna have some new beginnings starting up. I'm feeling pretty hopeful. The living situation is about to get a lot better, and I've gotten on some new medications that I'm hoping will help me, and I'm going to another specialist later this week. Try to get some issues under control so I can be a little more social and get out there a little bit. My new place, I'm going to be needing to do some gardening and landscaping and such. So I really do need to be able to get out there and work on things without getting too rough. So, yeah, just me and the kitties checking in, looking around me for clues about anything interesting that I may be able to discuss since I don't drop in all that much anymore. I guess that's it. I don't know. As things change, I will I will involve you in it. When I get ready to move to the new place, I'll be getting a video and photos around it and inside of it. I don't know exactly when it's going to be. I'm kind of waiting on some news on that, but I'll show you when I get it going. You can maybe watch me decorate and stuff. Anyway, if there's anything y'all are wondering about me, anything you want to ask, feel free to do so. Leave it in the comments. I'll make another video and answer questions. I think I've actually pulled this video off without any major screw-ups. I've made you a couple more, but they require editing because I was reading stuff and I sounded like a mush mouth and I kept tripping over my own words. But I'll go ahead and post this one, okay? Fantastic. I hope you're all doing well. Communicate with me. Don't just tell me you like my purple top and my awesome leopard print. Ask me some questions or tell me some stuff about you. Fill me in on what's been going on with you. Whatever. Okay, bye, kids.